Hey guys! I don't actually have an intro for this channel yet. I really need to think of one. Anyway, so it is time for my October wrap up. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. There are two books that were on my TBR that I did not end up reading, and I'm kind of annoyed, but like one of them I was pretty sure I wasn't gonna get to it. And the two books I did not read were Overkill by Sandra Brown and Flamecaster by Cinda Williams Chima? I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway, these are the two books I did not get to, but that's okay because I did still read, because like my plan goal, that's the correct word. My original goal was to actually read 4 books, and then it turned into 7. Actually, no, it was 4 books, then it was 5 ones I remembered, the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and then it was 7 ones, Overkill and the Lightning Rod. Right? Yeah, the Lightning Rod got added in. So, but I may not have read all 7 on my TBR, but I did still read 6 books in total this month. Technically only 5 because I didn't finish Daughter of the Pirate King until November started. But anyway, let's get on with the wrap up. Wrap up. Anyway, ignore this part right here. It's part of the cat tower. That didn't help. Anyway, so I don't have. Hold on, let me grab my phone. Let me check my Goodreads so I can remember. So, first book I read was The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. This book, I was disappointed. I'm not even gonna lie. I had seen it advertised as like a cute, cozy, like Gilmore Girls vibes mystery, which if I'm being completely honest, I've never seen Gilmore Girls. Don't come for me, okay? I just haven't seen it. I told myself I was gonna watch it this year and I haven't watched it yet. But anyway, but I thought that's what it was. I knew there was like a little bit of romance, but I was like, okay, whatever, a little bit of romance, cute, cozy mystery. I think it'll be adorable. The disappointment I felt to this book, and I know that might be a little harsh, but there was like barely any mystery. There were some funny parts, which I did like about that. I do like the depth they gave. What's his face? The love interest? I don't remember his name apparently. Anyway, I do like the depth that they gave him and as to why he has trust issues. But I did not enjoy this book. I did not like the spice. I felt like the last chapter could have either been the epilogue or could have just been shorter, or honestly could have just not been there in general. But I did not enjoy this book at all. I thought the spice was super gross. I thought the mystery behind it. I like the fact that it wasn't like, what's the word? It wasn't super bad to the point where you were like, oh my gosh, this is not appropriate for children. No, the spice was the part that was inappropriate for children. Like, it was literally to the point where one of my friends posted on her Instagram story that she was reading that book, and I messaged her. I was like, how far have you gotten? And she's like, I don't know, like 100 pages. Why? And I was like, just a warning, it gets really inappropriate and spicy at some points. And she was like, oh, thanks for the warning. And I'm like, you're welcome. So for that, I gave it a 2.25 star, which is not the worst we get. Actually, let's go ahead and move on to the worst, because that's the one that I read / listened to on my phone, and like that's solely how I did it. Same with Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I only read it on my phone. This one is Twisted Love This book was so gross to me. I have wanted to read the Twisted series for so long, which I didn't know anything about them. I am guilty of judging a book by its cover. I'm like, oh, the cover is cute, so obviously it's gonna be cute. No. This book grossed me out so much. It was heavy on the spice. I didn't really see a whole lot of romance there. I saw spice, physical attraction, lust. That's what I saw in the book / heard. I didn't really ever see the male main character actually loving the female main character, and no, I don't remember their names either. I think the male's was Alex or something like that. I don't know. I didn't like that he was the type of guy who did the whole, sorry, I'm like trying to adjust. I didn't like the fact that he was the type of guy to be so possessive and jealous, where he does the whole, and I hate this, and this is making me physically cringe as I'm about to say this. He does the whole, do I need to remind you who you belong to? Like, ugh. No. That, if you love that, by all means, read this series, read this book, go for it. You know, more power to you, you know. Personally, I hated it and will not be continuing the series. I give it a 1 star because that's the lowest you can give on Goodreads. So, I will not be continuing that series. Next was Faceless, which this one I have listened to, half read. I don't remember much of this book, so I'm very glad I have my Goodreads up here. I gave it a 2.75, apparently. Okay, many times throughout the book, it didn't grab my attention. As you guys know, if you watched my seeing how many books I can read in 24 hours video, I couldn't even get through the first chapter. Like, the first chapter was just so boring to me. And that's why I had to listen to it on audiobook as well, was to get through it. I kind of guessed who the bad guy was, but I didn't at the same time. I guessed, but at the same time I was like, no, that's probably not him. I'm probably just trying to go for, whoever I think is least likely to do it. It wasn't a bad book by any means. It is just not my cup of tea. And again, with the spice, there was 1 or 2 chapters where it was just straight up spice. You didn't really get a whole build up into the romance. I've learned that I like slow burn romances, apparently, where it takes a while. But yeah, 2.75 stars. Not my favorite, not my least favorite, clearly. But probably will never read it again. Alright, next was The Lightning Rod by Brad Meltzer. I haven't even said who did the rest of these books. Faceless is by Alexandra Ivy, Pumpkin Spice Cafe is by Lori Gilmore, and then Twisted Love is by Anna Huang. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I'm sorry. Anyway, so this book was really good. I gave it a 4.5 star. I loved the storyline. I loved the short chapters. I loved the flashbacks and the NCIS vibes. But there were some parts in the book that just got really confusing. There were some parts I'm like, okay, this honestly probably could have been taken out or mushed with another chapter. Make it less chapters, make it a shorter book. And then there was one side storyline that I was like, is this actually helpful? And then once the full thing is discovered, you're like, no, this wasn't helpful to the story. Why even put this in here? So 4.5 star. Not bad though. Again, I do like it. But all right, next was The March Girl by Lindsay Klingel. I don't know how to pronounce that last name either. This one hurt me to not give a 5-star. But I did give it a 4.5. Literally, my Goodreads is just like the plot twist, the slight romance, the mystery, the bad that I'm not going to say on camera. And like it's got a thumbs up next to that, and then it has underneath it the one plot twist that made me very upset ? And then a thumbs down. No, it was really good. I really enjoyed learning about the different characters. If you've ever seen like the Aphmau channel and her My Inner Demons series, this kind of reminded me of that, where, you know, it's just a girl trying to figure out her life, and then all of a sudden these random people from another dimension come in and she has to help them. So, but no, I really, really enjoyed this. I really want to read the second book, which when I was only halfway through, maybe like 70% of the way through this book, I actually ordered this one from Amazon. This is The Broken World. It is the second in the series. I'm pretty sure it's just a duology, but I'm very excited to like full-blown dive into that world at some point. All right, and lastly, we have Daughter of the Pirate King. As I said before, this technically can't go towards my October reads, but at the same time it can. Because I may not have finished it in October, but I did still read it. It was still on the October TBR. I'm counting it. It's my channel, my rules. I get to do what I want, okay? Anyway, this book. I want to read the next one, first off. Very first thing I'm going to say. 4.75 star. Very, very good. Well, let me read what I put on my Goodreads. Okay. Plot twist. Baddie pirate. Sarcastic, witty, smart. Tiny bit of romance, but not gross. I would say like PG-13. So like if you've ever seen the show Arrow, like that type of spice, but you can't even say spice. Like it's, you know, shirts come off, cuts to the next scene, cuts to another scene where they wake up in each other's arms and it's implied what they did. That's what I would say is this. There's a slow burn romance, which I absolutely love. The way these two characters end up falling for each other, it's very much enemies to lovers. It's so cute. My one thing though is that I think I'm gonna have to read the second book to see if they end up together. I'm gonna have to read the second book to see if the dude lives, possibly. I don't know. But that annoys me. Now, here's the other thing is some of the men, and I'm using air quotations because I don't see them as men. Some of the men are absolutely disgusting, vile creatures. Do with that information what you will. But yes, other than those things that I just mentioned before, absolutely love the book. 4.75 stars. Amazing. Read it, read it, read it, read it, read it, read it. If you want to, you don't have to. This part at the top that says we have a Lady Jack Sparrow on our hands, I could not agree more. Also, this book got really funny in some places, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is hilarious. I'm gonna have to get the second one at some point, which is Daughter of the Siren Queen. Anyway, yeah. So let me gather up all the books really quick. I kind of scattered them about. Yeah. We're gonna place my phone on top for the ones I read on my phone. There. That's my October wrap. Wrap up, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Can't wait to see you guys in the next one, or have you seen me, whatever it is. I really need to work on an intro and an outro for this channel. I'm sorry. But anyway, I will see you guys next week, next video, next time, next year, next dimension. I don't know. I'm tired. It's like midnight. Okay, anyway, bye guys.